What is up, everyone? JD here. I hope you're all doing well today. Today I'm here to bring you my official full review of my Kizer Original Green. So the difference between the black and the green, I think it's not going to, there we go. There we go. Between the black and the green is the green scales. So I'm not going to go through all of the typical run-of-the-mill stuff that I did with the black. Instead, right here, if you're interested in my review, I'm going to link it. Go to that, watch the review, and come back to this to see what's different between my black and the green that's here on the table, because there are some differences that you're going to want to know about, and that's because from a production standpoint, you're going to run into these differences. So that, or you can just come back because I stuck it within the first minute of the video to go see that full review, and you can watch this one and see what the full differences are. Having said all of that, if you enjoyed the video, if you could leave a like, it does help me. If you could leave a comment, it does help me. And if you enjoyed the content, consider subscribing. I'd love to have your support, and I appreciate all the support from you out there that are already subscribed. Thank you so much. All right, let's get into the green real quick. So what are the differences? The first thing that's going to be a big difference, surprising difference, is the lock stick on this thing is horrendous. Just have a listen to the black. Oh, Lord have mercy. Just give me 1 second. Let me grab a tool. That thing it's too tight. Hold on. All right, apologies for that. But, and the reason I laughed when I said, hold on, let me grab a tool, is because I've actually been struggling with this since I've gotten it. And I went over this in my comparison against the Altus. I've not had to deal with any of this nonsense with those knives. But with the black, it didn't come with Loctite. I've been trying to find that sweet spot with the Loctite, so I'm probably going to have to redo this Loctite again to keep it from moving and coming loose. All right, it does feel like it's gummed up enough to where that perhaps won't take it out of center. Yes. Oh my gosh. So, hold on, let me try to back it out just a touch more since it's still staying centered. Oh, that feels like it's a little loose. Let's see. We'll see what happens. All right, there we go. Is it still centered? Still centered. All right, I'm not going to flip the black too much today. I'm going to do a couple of little flips here so that you can hear there's no lock stick with the black, which is the first one I got. It's more... Might need to tighten it up a little bit, actually. It's more creaky. More squeaky? Let me bring it over to the microphone. All right, so I think I got it in the right spot. Hopefully the Loctite is gummed up enough to where it won't come loose anymore. I really do prefer the action of the black one. As far as the button, it's not as sticky. But the button is really kind of mushy, and that's really going to be hard to convey, unfortunately, over the video. It just feels really spongy for me. Now, the green, the original green, doesn't feel spongy, but I think that's because it has so much Loctite. I'm going to bring this over to the mic as well. So as you can hear, it's really sticky. I think that stickiness, oh my gosh. Oh, that was actually hard to push. I'm trying to gauge. I think the button, and this is where I'm running into issues here, guys. The button is much smushier on this. So the spring tension on the green is actually better than it is on the black. And I have not had to adjust it. I went to adjust it and I could tell it had Loctite on the second run. So I don't know, maybe they missed it on the first, but it did want to continue to come loose. It has not come out of center, and the black after that little bit of action is staying centered. So fingers crossed it stays like that. Fingers crossed. I don't know if I crossed them all the way. That it stays like that. It's a little gummed up where I've been handling it. The spring tension is just a little bit mushy on the black, but it has no play. There's no play whatsoever on the black, so I'm apprehensive to take it apart to adjust the spring. The other thing is initially, and I still feel it a little bit, I can feel the bearings through the button lock when I'm operating it. About the same here. This operates a little bit faster, so it's a little harder to detect. This falling a little bit slower because it probably still has a little bit of tension on it. I can actually, it's a little bit more pronounced. Here it's like, this one is like, so it's a little bit different. And those sound effects totally free, and by all means have a laugh at that, because I laughed at myself a little bit in my head when I heard it. So I just feel like I'm paying, if I'm not using like these knives discount code, I'll give them, some credit for that since I can't have links. I'm paying $84 without that discount code. With that discount code, it's coming down to around $78 shipped. I can go pick up an Altus for $72, and I don't know why today it's being funny. It has drop shut action, and it might be that, I just feel like it has no lock stick, no lock rock, no play, really good action, okay thumb studs. They're a little pokey, fine. The thumb studs are better on the black. I just feel like I'm not understanding why people are like going crazy about this knife. I feel like it's nowhere near as good as the Altus. And in all honesty, I think the Altus is just not quite as good. You see how well that's tuned? I'm not feeling any bearings. I have very, very minimal lock stick. Oops, I thought it shut. Excellent action, excellent ergos, great size, premium material. This is by far still my favorite button lock. And I think the Altus is a really good budget version of that. Really solid. I would never say that this is better than their ProTech. It is just not tuned to that level. But it's good. I will say that. I just feel like the inconsistency, really, really bad lock stick. Tuned better, has the Loctite. The second version is definitely better than the first. The first had no lock stick. The pivot bolt kept backing out, and the spring is just so smushy. I think I loosened it too much. I can't. And this pocket clip. Can we talk about this pocket clip for a minute? What? I have not still been able to get this in and out of any knife roll, any pocket, and I actually have. I have the knife roll that I carry these small knives in down here. So let me show you. Watch, it's going to make a liar out of me. But I have the hardest time getting... Oh, I totally missed. Damn it. Okay, so there. It finally went in. But you know what I had to do? I had to lift up on the leather. If I was just trying to go straight down... Oh, damn. Look what that did to my finger. If I tried to go straight down into the pocket like you would if you were putting it into your pants, you can't. You lift up on the leather, which actually is probably going to be a little bit stiffer than a pair of denim jeans. You can push it, but look how much resistance it's getting. After the third try of me trying to get it with a little bit of momentum going into that pocket, it's in there, and it's not a well done, it's not a well executed pocket clip, I guess is what I'm trying to say. But I mean, admittedly, the second one feels better. It has, I think the lock stick is actually playing a factor. Yeah, it's definitely stiffer on this one. This one's a little bit more smushy. So I really don't know. I mean, that's what you get with a production knife. That's what the warranty is there for. So if you just love the aesthetics of this, if you love having aluminum over G10 wood or micarta that you get on the Altus, by all means, get this. If you like 154 CM better than Nitro V, by all means, get this knife. I just want to be transparent. I guess because I don't have any type of relationship with Kizer or any retailer that sponsors Kizer, I really don't have any reason to try to boast this knife. I think it's very hit or miss. I probably will keep the green one because I like it better. I like the lock stick better because it makes the lock feel better. It came with Loctite right out the back. It hasn't backed out on the pivot. And I'm probably going to let the black one go. You know, I probably will take a little bit of a loss on it because I bashed it in the video, but I'm probably going to let this one go. I just think that maybe I should send it to Kizer first and just tell them that I'm having a real issue with the bolt backing out, which it's not doing now because I guess the lock stick finally gummed up enough. But the spring, it's so mushy, dude. I can't even. Anyway, I can't recommend this knife. Even with the green one come in a little bit better condition, I just can't recommend it because I feel like by recommending it, I may recommend it to someone who gets this version, not this version. And I just think the pocket clip is awful, even though the aluminum should be smoother. I honestly would say spend your money on the Altus or wait for the Conspirator or whatever the new one is that's coming out from Civivi here next week. Wait for that one. I just do not think this is a good buy. $84, it's overpriced for what you're getting. I don't think the build quality is consistent. It's all over the place. Anyway, I'm sorry to poo-poo on your parade. If you have this knife and you love it, if you got a great version, wonderful. I am so happy for you. I did not luck out. I got a mushy lock and a sticky lock, and I really just think the pocket clip is garbage. But you know, the reality is you probably can go out on Etsy and find something. You probably can even, I think CJRB, I don't have my scoria out. I don't have my feldspar out here. No, it's not the feldspar. Which one is it? I think the Rhea, actually. Hold on. I lie. You might be able to go and they sell this pocket clip separately. Nope, there's actually more space in between. And you would need to have the longer bolts, and I don't remember if it comes with it. But you see what I'm saying. You can probably go find a better pocket clip. Like, I'm knocking on this pocket clip. You probably could even go get the pocket clip that you get for the Elementum, and it probably would fit. It would just be way too long. It would go about halfway down the body. But the bolt holes look like they almost line up. There's probably someone out there that could probably better advise you on where to get a better clip. And if you're not having an issue with the clip, then it's not an issue. It's just, for me, I always have to use two hands to get it in and out of the pocket, and it's just kind of inconvenient. Anyway, I think I've rambled on long enough. Again, I'm not trying to poo-poo on your parade if you got this knife and you got a good version and it works. Like I said, I do love the thumb studs. Action is good enough. I mean, now this one just feels really mushy now that I've backed it out, but I am kind of glad that it's staying centered. I'm happy about that after some flips because it just kept backing out on me. It had absolutely no lock stick. So I'm happy about the fact that it's staying centered. Maybe I'll just send it to, and maybe I'm being overly critical. Maybe it's not mushy to the average person, but to me it feels kind of mushy and the action's kind of eh. And you definitely got to get that lock all the way in to get it to fall shut, because if you press it a little bit and it starts to fall and you don't have it pushed all the way in, it won't close all the way. So I don't know. That's a small thing. That definitely I feel like is nitpicky. Thanks for tuning in today, guys. I appreciate the support. If you're not mad at me and you enjoyed the video, do me a favor, leave a like. It does help with the YouTube algorithm. Comments also really help. The interaction just shows that the interest in the video is that much more important to YouTube's algorithm currently, from what I understand. And consider subscribing. Check out my other videos. If you're mad about this one, there's probably another knife out there. I love my Kizer Sheepdog. I think I have another knife from Kizer. Gosh. Oh, yeah, the Feist. I love the Feist. That one's always really well done. I just think this is a miss, and it could be they rushed it to production. It could be they fine-tuned it. Like I said, the first one had no lock stick. The second one had lock stick. So, again, manufacturers improve. Don't take this as the end-all, be-all of the Kizer Original. Definitely watch other content creators, but be cautious if they have a direct relationship with the vendor that this is coming from. I'm a little bit leery because I got sucked in by their review and I felt like really deflated and let down. I was super disappointed. I have no affiliation with it, so I'm just giving it to you based off my experience with a knife that I had that I felt like functioned better all around, just all around better. That's it. I'm done. I hope all of you have a fantastic week. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for all of your support. I hope you have a fantastic week. Until next time, peace.